My wife and I have always used condoms, but I found birth control pills in her purse and realized that she was cheating on me. So I filed for divorce. Be me. Married to Rachel for 7 years. Regular Monday evening at home. Just scrolling through phone before dinner. Rachel's not back from work yet. Got a text from her earlier. Something about last-minute work stuff at the office. Not surprised anymore. These work things keep happening lately. Always in the evenings. Always when I'm alone. Try not to think about it too much. Get up because I'm bored. Start cleaning around the house. Not usually a neat freak. But Rachel's side of the bathroom is chaos. Half-empty lotions everywhere. Makeup scattered all over. Complete disaster zone. Start organizing her stuff, accidentally knock over some things. That's when I see it. Packet of birth control pills. Hidden behind old shampoo bottles. Stand there frozen, staring at them like they're alien technology. Here's the thing. Rachel's been off birth control for over a year. Said she wanted to go natural. I didn't argue about it. So why the hell are these here? Mine starts going into overdrive. Try to calm myself down. Tell myself there must be an explanation. Maybe they're old. Maybe she forgot about them. Almost convince myself it's nothing. But curiosity wins. Pick up the pack. Turn it over. Feel my whole world stop. Dates on the pills are fresh. Really fresh. She's been taking them recently. Something inside me shifts. Cold feeling creeps into my chest. Heart's pounding. Don't even know why yet. It's just pills, right? But my brain starts connecting dots. Dots I didn't want to see before. Rachel's late nights. The way she's been distant. Almost avoiding me. All those times she was too tired, or too stressed, or just not in the mood. Try to brush it off. Tell myself I'm overreacting. But deep down I know, this isn't some innocent mistake. There's no reasonable explanation for why she's hiding this from me. Can't stop thinking about everything now. All the little things that didn't make sense. These past few months. Still holding the pills when I hear it. Front door opens. Rachel's back. Mind racing like crazy. Need to play this smart. Can't blow up yet. Have to figure out what's really going on. Put the pills back exactly where I found them. Force myself to smile. Head downstairs to greet her. Act like everything's normal. But nothing's normal anymore. Something's very wrong. And I'm about to find out how deep this goes. Get to the kitchen. Hear Rachel bustling around. She's humming some upbeat song. One of those tunes she plays when she's happy. Her fake happy mood. Walk in and see her. Hair's still slightly damp. Fresh from a shower. Something feels off about her. She's glowing too much? Like she's had the time of her life. Not just finishing some boring workday. Lean against the doorway. Try to keep it casual. But my stomach's in knots. How was your day? I ask. Keep my voice steady, even though I'm drowning in questions. She doesn't even turn to look at me. Busy, she says. Slicing vegetables for dinner. Super exhausting, you know how it is. Yeah, I know exactly how it is. Been living this charade for months, apparently. Watch her every move. Her phone's on the counter. Keeps buzzing with notifications. One after another. Screen lighting up every few seconds. She doesn't check it. That's weird for her. Usually glued to that thing, like it's part of her arm. Push off from the doorway. Step closer to her. Your phone's been going off non-stop. Something important? She glances at it but shrugs, like it's nothing to worry about. Just work emails, probably. I'll check later. Her voice is too light, almost floating. She keeps chopping, not even slightly concerned. Whole scene feels staged, like she's putting on a performance, hoping I'll buy into this routine. But I'm seeing through it now. Those pills upstairs screaming in my head. Decide to test the waters. See if she'll hang herself with her own lies. So how's that new guy at work? What's his name? Marcus, right? Throw it out casually, like I don't already suspect something. She's mentioned him before. New guy who joined her team. Few months ago. Bit too often, actually. Wasn't paying attention then. But now I'm adding it all up. Her knife stops mid-slice. For just a fraction of a second. See her fingers tense. Then she quickly recovers. Oh, Marcus. Yeah, he's doing fine. Still learning the ropes, she says. Turns back to cutting board. Too quickly, too smooth. Walk around the counter, lean against it. Cross my arms. You've been working late a lot lately. Is it because of him? Helping him get settled in? Watch her carefully, looking for any crack, any flicker of guilt. She hesitates for just a second, then keeps chopping. Yeah, sort of. There's just a lot going on right now. Deadlines and all. You know how it is, she repeats. Like saying it enough times will make me believe. Nod slowly, blood boiling under my skin. Sure, I get it. And just like that, she thinks she's dodged the bullet, even smiles a little, like she's proud of handling this. Like I'm some clueless fool. But I'm done being in the dark. Walk to the fridge, grab a drink, trying to look casual, heart hammering in my chest. Know I'm on edge of something huge. Need to play this cool. No way I'm confronting her without more proof. Not yet. But I'm sure as hell not letting this slide. You've got plans tomorrow? I ask. Crack open the can. Take a sip. She doesn't know I'm plotting. Probably another late night at the office, she says. Rolls her eyes like she's so tired of it. That's when I decide. Tomorrow I'm following her. Going to get my answers. One way or another. That night I barely sleep. Every time I close my eyes, see those damn birth control pills. And Rachel's face? The way she shrugged off every question. Like I'm some idiot. Lying there next to her in bed. Feels like an ocean between us. She's sleeping peacefully. Wrapped in sheets. Like she's got nothing to hide. But I know better now. Morning comes. I'm already set on what I have to do. Never been the type to play detective. But when your gut screams at you, you have no choice but to listen. Today's the day. The day I get my answers. Rachel wakes up early. Like she's got somewhere important to be. She's rushing around. Grabbing her things. Barely saying a word to me. Just a quick peck on the cheek. So casual. So fake. Then she's out the door. Off to work? Give it 10 minutes. My hands are sweating. Heart pounding in my chest like a drum. Grab my keys. Head out too. Not an expert at this kind of thing. No idea if she'll spot me. But I'm careful. Keep my distance as I follow her car. She's heading towards downtown. Something's off. She's not driving toward her office. Stay back. Watch her make a turn. Different part of the city. Know it too well. Area full of trendy cafes and wine bars. Place where people go to meet someone. Not to work. She pulls into parking lot. Behind one of those modern buildings. Park a block away. Barely able to keep my hands from shaking. Sit there watching her. Rachel steps out of car. Dressed way too nicely for office. Tight burgundy dress. High heels. This blouse I've never seen before. Then I see him. Marcus. The new guy from work. He's waiting for her by entrance. Smiling that casual, cocky grin. Like he's been doing this for a while. Like this is normal. She walks right up to him. Without even hesitating. They hug. Not just any hug either. There's a familiarity to it. Kind you don't share with colleague. They disappear inside. Leaving me sitting there frozen. My worst fear playing out. Right in front of me. But feels like I'm watching it happen. To someone else. For a few minutes can't even move. Just sit there staring. At the door they went through. Trying to make sense of it all. But deep down it makes perfect sense. The late nights. The distance. The pills. It was never just coincidence. Should have known. I take deep breath. Try to calm myself. Part of me wants to storm in there. Make a scene. Call her out in front of everyone. But that's not how I want this to go down. No, I'm going to play this smart. Need to figure out what the hell's really going on. Before I blow up. Grab my phone. Snap few pictures from distance. Just enough to capture the moment. The proof. Wait in the car. Eyes glued to the door. Feels like hours pass. Eventually they come back out. This time they're laughing. Way too comfortable with each other. Marcus walks her to her car. Leans in. Whispers something in her ear. Makes her giggle. Can't hear it. Don't need to. Look on her face says it all. This is more than office fling. Something that's been brewing for a while. She drives off. Heading home like nothing happened. I follow again. Mind racing with 1,000 thoughts. Second, she steps through that door tonight. I'll be waiting for her? This time, there won't be any pretending. Rachel has no idea. The storm she's walking into. Get home before Rachel. Heart pounding. Mixture of fury and cold anticipation. Sit in living room. Lights off. Just waiting. Almost surreal how calm I feel. Considering chaos going on in my head, but I've made up my mind. There's no way out of this for her. Not anymore. When I hear her car pull up, almost smile to myself. She's completely clueless. I know exactly where she's been. Who she's been with? And she's about to walk in here. Like nothing happened. Like she's still fooling me. Door clicks open. There she is. Right on cue. Hey babe, she says. All cheerful. Long day. She tosses her purse on chair. Kicks off her heels. Like she's exhausted. I'm still sitting in dark. Just watching her. She doesn't notice me at first. But when she finally does, she freezes. Half smile stuck on her face. Why are you sitting here in dark? She asks. Voice little unsure now. I stand up slowly. Flip the lamp on. Light floods room. Can see moment she starts to get nervous. I take my time. Not saying word yet. Want her to feel this? To stew in it for a second. Want her to know something is very wrong. Finally hold up my phone. Pictures of her and Marcus filling the screen. Watch her eyes widen. Expression twisting from confusion to panic. In split second. Long day, huh? I say. Voice deadly calm. Tell me, Rachel, what part of your day involved meeting Marcus at cafe and laughing like you don't have husband waiting at home? Her face goes pale, opens her mouth, closes it again, clearly scrambling for explanation. What are you talking about? She stammers, trying to regain control. It's not what it looks like. Cut her off before she can finish. Oh, so meeting him behind my back, hugging him, spending hours together outside of work, and lying to me every single day isn't what it looks like? My voice rising now, every word dripping with anger. Been holding back. Tell me, Rachel. What the hell am I missing here? She blinks rapidly, clearly caught off guard by how direct I'm being. Steps back, hands up like she's trying to defuse bomb. Listen, it's not like that. I swear. Marcus and I were just friends. I was helping him with project. That's all it was. I laugh. Actually laugh out loud at ridiculousness of it. Friends? I laugh again. Friends? Throw phone onto coffee table. You expect me to believe that? And what about these? Pull out birth control pills from pocket. The ones I found in bathroom. Her eyes go wide again. This time there's no denying it. She knows she's caught. Oh my God, she stumbles over her words, trying to think of way out, but there's nothing left. She's out of excuses. What are these for, Rachel? I ask. Voice sharp as knife. You're not taking them for us. That's for damn sure. Her face crumbles. For a moment, I think she might actually cry. But then something changes. In her expression, instead of apologizing or breaking down, she looks up at me with defiance, like somehow I'm one and wrong. Okay, fine, she snaps. Yes, I've been seeing Marcus, but it's not what you think. It's not serious. It's just something that happened. We got close and I wasn't sure where things were going between us. You and me. I didn't plan for this to happen. Feel heat rising in my chest. She's standing there, actually trying to justify this. Can't believe the audacity. So what you're saying? You were confused about us? Can barely keep my voice steady. You didn't know where things were going? We've been married for 7 years. How much more certainty do you need? She crosses her arms now. Defensive, like somehow I'm being unreasonable. You don't get it. You've been distant too. You don't notice when I'm upset. Or when I need something. Marcus he listened to me. He made me feel appreciated. Can't even respond for a second. Level of manipulation is staggering. She's turning this whole thing around, trying to make me feel guilty. For her cheating? Like this is my fault. Like I'm one who drove her into his arms. Don't you dare try to pin this on me, I say. Voice shaking with rage. I've been here every day, doing everything I can to make this marriage work. You're the one who's been lying. You're the one sneaking around, making excuses, and pretending everything's fine. Don't act like this is about me. She opens her mouth, about to argue, but I cut her off again. You've been cheating, Rachel. Call it what it is. You betrayed me. And now you're standing here, trying to make me the bad guy. How the hell do you even live with yourself? For first time, she looks genuinely rattled, takes step back, realizing there's no way out. Not anymore. Can feel weight of everything, crushing down on me. The lies, the betrayal, the months I spent in dark, believing her. I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing for sure. This marriage, this life we built together, will never be same again. She stands there, biting her lip, the defiance draining from her face as silence between us thickens. For a moment, I think maybe, just maybe, she's finally going to come clean. Drop the act, show some kind of remorse. But instead, she does what I've come to expect from her. She doubles down. Okay, fine, she says. Voice colder now, almost casual. Yes, I cheated. I won't lie about that anymore. She shrugs like it's not big deal, like she's admitting to forgetting milk. But you know what? Maybe if you hadn't been so checked out lately, I wouldn't have had to feel blood drain from my face, jaw tightening, as her words hit me like slap. Had to... She's actually trying to justify her cheating as some twisted way. To punish me! Heavy pause follows, both of us locked in standoff, her eyes flicking to mine, like she's daring me to explode. Had to? I repeat. Disbelief flooding my voice. That's what you're going with? You're actually standing here, trying to convince me that this is my fault? She rolls her eyes. That's when I lose it. Not in yelling, screaming way. No. I lose it in worst possible way. A quiet, bitter kind of rage. That scares even me. Take step closer, keeping my voice calm. But there's sharp edge to it now. I've been here, Rachel. Every day. Right here. I wasn't one sneaking around. With some guy, taking birth control pills, behind your husband's back. I wasn't one making excuses. And hiding things. Don't you dare make this about me. Her eyes narrow. Can see that flash of defiance return. She doesn't like being cornered, doesn't like that I'm not letting her. Wiggle out of this. Oh, please, she snaps. You've been here, sure, but you haven't been present. You come home, barely talk to me. You're always so distracted. It's like you don't even notice me anymore. Maybe if you had, things wouldn't have turned out this way. There it is again, her trying to flip blame, trying to make me question myself. But this time, I'm not falling for it. Stare at her, feeling last bit of love I had, dissolve into something dark and cold, like I'm seeing her for first time. The real Rachel, the one who doesn't care about anything but herself. You're unbelievable, I say. Voice low and cold. All this time, I've been trying to figure out what I did wrong, why you've been so distant. I thought maybe it was stress, or work, or something we could fix together. But no, it wasn't me, was it? You were out there, screwing around with some guy, then coming home, looking me in the eye, and lying like it's nothing. And now you're standing here, acting like you're the victim? Her lips twist into sneer. For first time, see something ugly in her face? You don't get it, do you? She says. Voice dripping with venom. Maybe I wouldn't have had to look elsewhere. If you weren't such a boring, predictable, safe choice. Marcus! He's exciting. He's fun. He actually made me feel alive again. What do you do? Come home, watch TV, and expect me to just be satisfied with that? Take step back, stunned. Safe. Predictable. Words bounce around in my head, like gunshots, each one cutting deeper than last. Been trying so hard to build something solid, something stable, thinking that's what we both wanted. But apparently, while I was busy trying to build life for us, she was busy chasing thrills with someone else. You know what? I say, voice hoarse from anger, barely containing. If that's what you wanted, if all you needed was thrill, then maybe you should have told me before we got married, before we built this life together, before you decided to throw it all away for some fling. She looks at me, for moments see something flicker in her eyes. It's not regret or guilt. No. It's something even worse. It's indifference. She shrugs again. Completely unbothered. People change, she says. What can I say? Maybe you're just not enough for me anymore. And there it is. The final blow. Words slam into me like truck, shatter any last piece of hope that this could somehow be salvaged. Not enough. That's what it all comes down to for her. I'm not exciting enough, not spontaneous enough, not whatever she's chasing. She's willing to throw away everything we've built over years because she got bored. Stand there numb, watching her as she picks up purse from chair, slings it over shoulder, like this is just another regular night. Where are you going? I ask. Voice eerily calm. She glances at me over shoulder, gives me that same dismissive smile she's been wearing since this started. Out, she says. I need some space to think. Maybe you should do the same. And with that, she walks outdoor. No apology. No nothing. Daughter closes behind her. I'm left standing in living room, staring at empty space she left behind, wondering how hell it all came to this. Door slams shut. Silence that follows is deafening. Standing there, staring at spot where she was. Mind a whirlpool of emotions. Hands trembling. Fists clenched so hard, knuckles are white. Every word she threw at me. Boring. Predictable. Not enough. Keeps playing in my head on loop. Each one hitting harder than last. Should be furious. Should be pacing. Yelling. Throwing something? Anything? But instead, all I feel is cold emptiness. Spreading through my chest, like shock of it all has numbed me. And now I'm just hollow. How the hell did we get here? Sink into couch. Body heavy. Weight of everything crashing down. 7 years together. 7 years, and she's out there, doing God knows what with Marcus. While I've been here, building life she couldn't care less about. Stare at birth control pills. Still sitting on coffee table. Proof of her betrayal. As if I need any more. Mind's reeling. Then realization hits me. She walked out. She just left. After everything, after dropping that bombshell, she didn't even try to fix it. Didn't even pretend to care. And that hurts more than anything. Don't know what I was expecting. A fight maybe. Or some pathetic attempt at apology. But not this. Not her shrugging off our entire marriage. Like it's something she can take or leave. On a whim. Grab my phone. Hands shaking. Scroll through messages. Thumb hovering over her number. For a split second. Think about calling her. Demanding she come back. Face this head on. But what would that accomplish? She made it perfectly clear. I wasn't enough for her. And she's not coming back. Instead, do something never thought I'd do. Scroll to my best friend David's name. Hit dial. He picks up after few rings, voice cheerful, oblivious to chaos that just blew up my life. Yo man, what's up? Haven't heard from you in bit. Swallow hard. Try to steady my voice. David, I need to talk. Can you come over? Can hear crack in my words. He picks up on it immediately. What's going on? You okay? His tone shifts, concern creeping in. No, I'm not. Rachel, she... My throat tightens. Can't get words out. How do you even explain something like this? How do you tell your best friend? That woman you thought you'd spend life with has been screwing someone else. Behind your back? I'm on my way, David says quickly. No more questions. Just sound of car keys jingling. In background, give me 10 minutes. Hang up and sit there, mind blank, waiting for him. My thoughts keep swinging between two extremes. One moment I'm furious, imagining how I could tear into Rachel, tell her she's thrown away best thing she ever had. Next moment, feel this crushing sadness, this sense of loss, that makes it hard to breathe. How could she do this? How could she look me in the eye? For all these months, pretending everything was fine, while she was out playing house with someone else. True to his word, David shows up in less than 10 minutes, lets himself in without knocking, like always. When he walks into room, takes one look at me, knows something seriously wrong, must look like wreck, still in my work clothes, disheveled, probably pale as hell. Jesus, man, he says. Sitting down next to me, what happened? Can't even look at him. Voice is flat as I start to explain. She's been cheating on me, David. Rachel, she's been seeing some guy from work. Marcus, found out today. David doesn't say anything at first, just stares at me, eyes wide, like he can't believe what he's hearing, then slowly leans back, runs hand through his hair. Are you serious? Rachel? Man, I'm so sorry. I didn't see that coming. Neither did I mutter. Voice thick with bitterness. Found her birth control pills? Then I followed her today. Saw her with him? They were all over each other, laughing, hugging. She didn't even try to hide it. David curses under breath, shaking his head. That's messed up. That's seriously messed up. Yeah, I say, leaning forward, elbows on knees, head hanging low. And worst part, she didn't even try to deny it. She didn't apologize. She blamed me, said I wasn't enough for her, that I'm too boring. Can you believe that? 7 years together? And that's how she feels. David is silent for a moment, his face tight with anger. Dude, you are not the problem here. Don't let her make you think that she's the one who screwed up. Not you. I nod, but it doesn't feel real yet. Everything's still blur, like I'm watching this happen. To someone else. I don't even know what to do next. Just feel lost. He's quiet for beat, then speaks, voice firm. You need to make decision, man. I know this sucks, and it's a lot to process. But you can't stay in limbo. You have to decide, are you going to try and fix this? Or are you going to walk away? Words hit me hard. Fix this? How do you fix something this broken? And walk away? That feels equally impossible. But maybe that's point. Nothing about this is going to be easy. Stare at floor, mind running through every possible outcome, every scenario. But no matter how I twist it, one truth keeps surfacing. Rachel isn't woman I thought she was. She made her choice when she walked out tonight, and maybe it's time I make mine. David stays with me for few hours. Most of time we're silent. He's never been type to push me to talk. Honestly grateful for that. My mind is racing, but can't seem to land. On single thought for long, weight of Rachel's betrayal. Too heavy, suffocating every other feeling. Around midnight, David finally stands, claps hand on my shoulder. Look, man, I'm here if you need me. But you've got to face this head on. Rachel's going to come back. You need to figure out what you want. No matter what you decide, you don't deserve this crap. I nod, but it feels robotic. Stuck in this limbo. Between rage and sadness, can't even tell what I'm feeling anymore. Watch David walk outdoor, closing it softly behind him. Then it hits me. Silence in house is deafening. This place, home we built together, feels like prison now. Every piece of furniture, every photo, every tiny reminder of our life together, all feels like cruel joke, like ghost of what we had, is haunting me, mocking me with what's been ripped away. And then I hear it. Her car. Rachel's back. Stand up, muscles tense. Like my body knows what's coming next. But mind hasn't caught up yet. She walks in. Keys jangling. Face blank. No guilt. No shame. Just that same indifferent look she gave me when she left. Like nothing happened. Like we're about to have Some normal stupid conversation. About dinner plans or weekend. But not tonight. Tonight, everything is different. She drops her purse on floor, meets my eyes. For a moment, we just stare at each other. Don't know if she's waiting for me to explode or break down. But I'm not giving her that, not giving her anything. So she finally speaks, tone so casual. It makes my blood boil. Did you think about what we talked about? What we talked about. She says it like we had some kind of rational discussion, like she didn't just rip my life apart. A few hours ago, audacity in her voice is unreal. Can feel anger rising, threatening to spill over. But don't let it. Keep it buried, cold and controlled. I did, I say. Voice steady. Too steady. She seems to notice because her expression falters. For second. Just second. And she asks, crossing her arms, that cocky, dismissive attitude, still clinging to her. Like bad perfume. What do you want to do? What I want to do. Almost laugh. As if this decision is about picking restaurant for dinner. As if destruction of our marriage is just minor inconvenience. Step closer. Looking her dead in eyes. I want to know why, I say. Voice quiet but firm. I want to know why you thought it was okay to lie to me. To sneak around behind my back. Why you thought Marcus was worth more than our marriage. Her face tightens, but she doesn't back down. I told you already, she says. Sighing like I'm exhausting her. I needed more. I needed excitement. You've been checked out. And Marcus, well, he was there when you weren't. Excitement? I repeat. Voice sharper now. You threw away everything we built. For some thrill. For some guy who gives you attention. For a few months. And what then, Rachel? What happens when Marcus gets boring? You'll just move on. To next guy who makes you feel alive. She flinches slightly, but then her eyes harden again. You don't get it. I didn't plan this, okay? It just happened. Things like this don't just happen. I snap. Coldness slipping, anger seeping through. You made choice. You chose to lie. You chose to cheat. You chose to walk out on us. For first time, see flicker of something, close to regret in her eyes, but it's too little too late. She tries to soften her tone. Look, maybe we can work through this. Make mistakes. Maybe we can go to counseling. Or something. Counseling? I scoff, shaking my head. Counseling doesn't fix betrayal, Rachel. It doesn't erase fact that you've been lying to me for months, that you looked me in the eye every single day and pretended everything was fine. While you were screwing Marcus, she steps forward, reaching out, but I back away, shaking my head. Don't want her touching me. Don't want any of this. I made mistake, okay? She says. Voice cracking slightly, but we've been together for 7 years. You can't just throw that away. Over one mistake? One mistake, I say, laughing bitterly. This wasn't one-time thing. You didn't trip and fall into his arms. By accident. You've been lying to me. Every single day, you've been cheating on me while I was here, trying to make life for us. You didn't just betray me, Rachel. You shattered trust we had. And there's no coming back from that. She blinks, face twisting with frustration. Like I'm being unreasonable. Like I'm not giving her chance she thinks she deserves. But I'm done. I'm so done. I'm not staying in this marriage, I say. Finally, words heavy but certain. I deserve better than this. You made your choice. And now I'm making mine. For first time, real fear crosses her face. Wait, she says. Voice cracking for real this time. You're leaving? Just like that? I nod. Not even hesitating. Yeah, just like that. You already left, Rachel. You left moment you decided. Marcus was worth more than what we had. I'm just making it official. Silence between us is thick, suffocating. She looks at me, searching for some way to pull me back, but it's over. I see that now, clearer than ever. Turn around, grab my coat, head for door. Weight in my chest lifts little as I reach for handle, ready to walk out of life we built together. It's not life I thought I'd have, but it's better than living in lie. Wait, she calls out. Voice desperate now. We can fix this? Please don't do this. But I'm already gone. Night air hits me like punch, cold and sharp, but feels cleaner out here, clearer. Stand on front porch for a second, just breathing. Weight of everything inside that house. Finally starting to lift off my chest, can still hear Rachel's voice, behind door, muffled. Calling my name, but I don't turn back. I can't! Step off porch, head to my car, mind buzzing with finality. Of what just happened. I left her, After everything, 7 years of marriage. Home we built. Life we planned. I walked out. Feels surreal. Like I'm floating outside myself, watching my own life collapse. From distance, but with each step toward car, something else stirring. Underneath numbness, strange mixture of grief and relief. Grief for what's lost. For future I thought I had, but there's relief too. Sense of release. Like I'm finally free from constant questioning, endless doubt. That's been hanging over my head for months. No more lies. No more pretending everything's fine. Sit in car for a moment, gripping steering wheel, heart still racing. Don't have plan. Don't know where I'm going or what comes next. But one thing I do know, can't stay. Not in that house. Not with her. Nothing left there for me. Start engine. Hum of car filling silence. Phone buzzes in pocket. Pull it out. See Rachel's name lighting up screen. Don't answer. What's point? We said everything needed to be said. Honestly, hearing her voice again might break fragile sense of control I'm holding on to right now. She's already taken enough from me. Step off porch. Head to my car. Mind buzzing with finality of what just happened. I left her. After everything. 7 years of marriage. Home we built. Life we planned. I walked out. Feels surreal. Like I'm floating outside myself. Watching my own life collapse. From distance. But with each step toward car. Something else stirring. Underneath numbness. Strange mixture of grief and relief. Grief for what's lost. For future I thought I had. But there's relief too. Sense of release. Like I'm finally free from constant questioning. Endless doubt. That's been hanging over my head for months. No more lies. No more pretending everything's fine. Sit in car for a moment. Gripping steering wheel. Heart still racing. Don't have plan. Don't know where I'm going or what comes next. But one thing I do know. Can't stay. Not in that house. Not with her. Nothing left there for me. Start engine. Hum of car filling silence. Phone buzzes in pocket. Pull it out. See Rachel's name lighting up screen. Don't answer. What's point? We said everything needed to be said. Honestly, hearing her voice again might break fragile sense of control I'm holding on to right now. She's already taken enough from me. Inside diner. Fine booth and corner. Smell of coffee and fried food. Filling air. It's quiet. Only few other people scattered around. Kind of place where nobody cares. Why you're there? Waitress comes over. Order coffee. Though not even sure I'll drink it. Just need to sit. To think. To breathe. As I sit there, staring out window at dark empty street, it hits me. This is first step towards something new. It's not life I wanted, but maybe it's life I need now. Maybe walking away is only way to really find myself again. Phone buzzes again. Glance at screen. Another call from Rachel, followed by string of texts. Please pick up. I'm sorry. Let's talk. I didn't mean what I said earlier. Stare at messages, feeling nothing but cold sense of finality. There's nothing left to talk about. Whatever she says now, whatever excuses or apologies she tries to offer, it doesn't matter. I'm done. Block her number. It's clean break. Feels like ripping off bandage. Painful but necessary. Need to start healing. Can't do that with her voice in my ear. Trying to twist narrative. Trying to make this something it's not. Sip coffee. Still too hot, but it wakes me up. Brings me back to present. I'm here. I made it out. And for first time in long time, feel like I'm in control of my life again. There's long road ahead. Have no idea where it's taking me, but at least on my own terms now. If there's one thing learned from all this, sometimes walking away is bravest thing you can do. Can't save what's already broken. Can't hold on to someone who doesn't respect you. I deserve better than lies, better than betrayal, better than half-hearted excuses. I deserve someone who chooses me, who doesn't need to be convinced that I'm enough. Not sure what future holds. Maybe it's messy, maybe it's painful, but at least it's mine. Pay for coffee, leave tip on table, walk out into night, city lights blurring around me. For first time in months, feel strange sense of peace, like finally free from weight of everything I thought I had to carry. And as I get into my car and drive away, know one thing for sure, I'm done looking back.